So I am so excited to have my longtime friend and my neighbor. She literally lives 3 doors down. This is Karin Swanson. Hi! So we're sort of known as Lucy and Ethel in the news world. We spent a lot of years together in the news world. Karin is a meteorologist by trade, and I was the news anchor, so we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We really tried to make it fun.
We did. But today we're talking about something totally different from all that, right?
Totally different. No weather, no news. We're talking about something that's fun, it's exciting, it's I don't know, it's a game changer really for a lot of people. It's our plant milker, the Clean Living with Michelle, which is my new brand, plant milker. So I think the best thing about it is like, you're a really good person to learn about this because you're from Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest, and when I hear something called a milker, I don't think of something cute and compact like this.
You think of something probably on a farm.
Right.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what is this?
So again, I feel that it's going to change a lot of people's lives because you know that even if people still do dairy, a lot of people can't do dairy anymore, right? So, you know, the lactose intolerance that's very prevalent right now, a lot of people are feeling that and they're trying to think, well, what do I do? How do I combat that?
Right.
So we wanted to come up with a solution to the plant-based milks that are in the stores because unfortunately you might think you're trying to do better by using those, but they're full of awful stuff. They've got gunk, they've got chemicals, they have fillers and gums and natural flavors.
And I feel like I've bought all of them through the years, trying to do the right thing.
Exactly. And then you turn the bottle around and you think, what is that? I mean, it's completely opposite of what you want. You don't want all those chemicals in your foods. Why are you just going to drink them? Right. And then so, you know, even if you do still do dairy, you know, I always just encourage people. So as you know, I just completed my certification now. I'm a plant-based chef. So it's very important to me. And I've been plant-based, since
forever.
Late
I feel
90s.
like, right?
Yeah. Late 90s. So like literally forever. And I've always tried to encourage people, just do your own research. Do the research that's out there, read it, see what works best for you, learn about all the new things that we've learned about inflammation and all the things and how that affects your body and your mind, from your mind all the way through, and just do that on your own and see what you land with. And if you're interested in switching over to plant-based milk, this is the way to do it. Now, what I really like about this, because I know when I first told you this, you said to me, oh, I don't know if I want something else on my counter.
It's something else in your counter, and it sounds difficult.
And it's not. So first off, let's talk about the counter. It's a 3-in-1.
Yeah.
So what we did is we looked at the ones that are on the market and we said, how can we make them better?
Okay.
So we made it bigger, we made it less expensive, and it's a 3-in-1. So you make your plant-based milk, but then it's also your tea kettle, your hot water kettle. So you can get rid of your extra kettle, like if you use that for your teas or your chocolates or your oats or whatever you use your hot water for. That's 2. But my favorite part is it's a smoothie feature.
Oh.
So you make your milk here, take the lid back off, put your fresh fruit, your protein powders, whatever, your nutritional powders, whatever you put in your smoothie, right?
Yeah.
Put the lid back on, and then just press the smoothie button.
Right.
And then in a couple of minutes, you have your smoothie, and it's all in one machine.
So basically, you're eliminating appliances by using this.
Exactly.
Because I do have my smoothie maker on my counter. I have my kettle, and then I don't have a milker yet. But
and your house, the colors in your house, you would love the blue.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's perfect for your house, by the way. So it's the blue and the sage and the cream.
3
so
colors.
I'm doing the cream, obviously. But that's what I like. So you're cleaning out, decluttering, which a lot of people want to do right now, especially in the springtime. How can you get rid of stuff and clean out? So you have the one machine, but talk about easy. Okay. Like we said a minute ago, I've been plant-based since the late 90s, but I always say, and for today, that's pretty OG, right?
Right.
But the 60s, 70s, and 80s people, thank you for all that you did, first off. Secondly, they're the ones that made the milk at home, and some people still do this with like cheesecloth.
Yeah.
And you're making it and you're heating it and you're trying to squeeze it through a towel.
And then you have to wait and let it settle, right?
Yeah,
and then squeeze again, and yeah. I mean, you're really milking.
Like, milk. I'm not going to do it. I've never done it.
Yeah.
And if I'm being quite honest, I'm never going to do that.
Right, because where's the time?
Who has that time to do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to do it either. So this is so easy. All you have to do is put your ingredients in, put the lid on, press a button, walk away, do whatever you need to do. You come back and your milk is done. That's it.
Can you walk me through it?
Yes, I'm going to show you this. So this is, I mean, literally, today we're doing cashew.
Yeah, and you can do what? Like cashews and almonds,
Whatever.
I'm assuming.
Almonds, cashew, hazelnut, macadamia, oat, soy, pick a thing,
Yeah.
really. And then the coolest thing right now, if you are looking in the stores, a lot of companies are blending their milks. So like I want to do like a hazelnut macadamia.
Oh, so you, yeah.
Right? Or a cashew oat.
Sure.
Something that just
And so you
blends
can
those
put it all
flavors.
in together and just.
Press the button.
Okay.
And it's done.
Okay.
So the other thing is, I'm going to show you as we go. Okay. We'll talk about the why behind it after. But take the lid off. Okay. I want you to do this. Okay. All you have to do, so we're doing cashew, which is just a cup of cashews, and you can soak them. Yeah. It's a really high powered blender with a stainless steel interior. So you've got all food safe. It's really good quality. It's not plastic or any of those types of things. So for cashews, you can soak them if you want them to be a little creamier and softer. You don't have to soak them. We didn't soak these today.
And these are just raw nuts.
Just plain raw cashew nuts. Put them in there.
Just dump them in?
That's it.
Okay, I don't want to break anything.
No, that's it.
Oh, I did it!
That was so hard. Now, salt.
Okay.
If you are doing no salt, don't add the salt. If you're doing low salt and you just don't want it in this milk or whatever you're cooking with, don't add the salt. I like to add just a pinch of salt, just bring out a little bit of a flavor.
Is this the salt?
That's the salt.
Okay, so
like
just
pinch
a
it
little, like
and
that?
Put it in there. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, now for flavor. You can put any flavor you want in, right? Okay, we're getting ready to make these little packets of powders.
Okay.
That are nutritional based powders. So it'll be like chocolate and matcha and different flavors.
Everything
like
you love.
Everything I love. Exactly. And you can just stick it in there before you turn it on, and you're gonna have that flavored milk, right? Without all of the garbage in it. But today, we're just using a little bit of vanilla.
Okay.
If you wanna do like no flavor milk, you can do that to cook with, right? Say you wanna make it your regular cooking milk, don't put the vanilla in. Or if you wanna bake with it, put the vanilla in.
Okay.
And that's
Should I dump it?
Yep.
Okay.
A quarter teaspoon of
put it-
vanilla.
There we go.
That's it.
Okay.
Now, the other thing that we did, we made this the biggest capacity. So it's 33.8 ounces. That's 4 cups of milk that you're making.
But it doesn't seem like it's overwhelming either.
It's not. Pick it up. It's super,
I mean,
just light and
it's
easy and
light.
pretty.
Yeah.
And then you pour your milk, pour your water in. That's all.
And you just used regular water from your refrigerator.
Filtered water. Yep. Filtered cold water.
Dump it all.
Pour it all in there.
Okay. You're making this look so easy, Michelle.
Now put your lid on.
Okay.
Now listen for the beep. It's got to line up. This has to line up with the handle.
Right like that?
Ready. There you go.
Listen to that. Okay.
That's it. Now we're going to turn it around a little bit so you can see better.
Okay.
All right. So this button here, right here, is your choice button. So press it until you see nut.
Just hold it down.
No,
or
what was that say? Nut?
nut milk.
Okay. Then all you have to do. Now this is where you're going to need to take a rest. Okay.
Should I pull up a chair?
Pull up a chair because you got one more button to hit.
Getting crazy. So now we hit.
Right there.
Is this the start button?
The whole start button. Yes. Okay, you're and that's it. So this one, because it is cashew, it's going to take an 8-minute cycle.
Okay.
Now, it's not really that loud.
No.
I mean, a blender like a big, high-powered name brand.
I know. I feel like I need to wear earplugs with it.
My dog flies out of the room, and the cat goes scurrying.
This is fine.
It's fine. So for 8 minutes, that will roll. Now, let's talk about like for oat milk, because a lot of people use oat milk.
So it knows how long to go for whatever product.
Done.
I don't have to look it up and choose. Okay. Oh, so it's kind of cycling through now.
Yeah, it'll do whatever it's supposed to do. You don't even have to think about it.
Wow.
You can go cook, you can prep, you can get the kids ready, you can get your own things ready, you can go do something, whatever you need.
Yeah.
And it's just going to do do it.
So it's
for you.
almost like I come down in the morning, I hit go on the coffee maker and do my thing.
That's it.
Same thing.
Same exact thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all you have to do. And depending upon like what you're making, so there's also a heated feature, right? So if you
Okay.
want to make coconut, soy.
Ooh, coconut
yeah,
sounds good.
Coconut milk is great. So
Yeah.
the heated feature will, heat it and break down the product and then blend it. And it's like 22 minutes for the heated feature.
Yeah.
But again, if you're meal prepping on the weekend and you want to make some milk for the week, like we have these bottles that are coming out.
And I love how it's just like the 4 things that go into it.
That's it.
I mean, you can see that with that clear bottle that
Yeah.
it's
That's
going to be
it.
just so fresh and nice.
Well, here's the thing. When you make your own milk, you're controlling the ingredients, right? So if you know that you don't want salt, like we said, or if you don't want a flavor, you know that you're putting clean organic oats or fresh cashews or fresh almonds that you're buying in bulk somewhere,
Right.
right? So you know what is in your milk. If you turn those bottles around and you look at them in the store,
There's a whole long list of things that I have no idea what it means.
well, you don't want to know because you
Yeah.
don't want any of it,
Yeah.
right? It's all bad for you,
and it's
I know.
all just stuff that lets it sit on a shelf,
It's all
right?
it's for,
This
and I
is
get it.
fresh.
I
so
get
you can
why.
drink it right away.
Exactly. And so if something's going to come from a factory to a bottle to a truck to a store, it's got to have some sort of stabilizer. So I get the why. So when you buy that, it's going to be thick and it's going to sit together. That's what those gums are for, to hold it together like traditional milk. But when you make it at home, so I made this one earlier to show you. So this is oat milk, right? It'll settle in the bottom because none of that's in there. So before you use it, you take it out of your fridge, just shake it up, and it's back to its consistency.
And so can
That's
you
it.
make something like this, say on a Sunday? Like I do a lot of meal prepping on a
That's the thing.
Sunday to
Yep.
make things to be ready for the week. Can I do that and it can just be in my refrigerator for the week?
100%.
And then I just shake it up and it's ready to roll.
That's it.
Okay.
Ready to go. Just stick it in your refrigerator. It's like 3 to 5 days. It'll last in there. And if you're making 2 or 4, however many bottles that you get,
Right.
or if you have glass bottles at home already, just use those as long as it seals really well.
Yeah.
That's really all you have to do. So
And you didn't add anything like sugar or anything
There's no
else. It's
sugar.
just
nothing.
those
You can
4
add
things.
Sugar, like if you want to add like a maple syrup or
Yeah.
a cane sugar, like an organic cane sugar, or even agave or something like that, you can add anything you
Right.
want. If you want to make chocolate milk, strawberry milk, raspberry milk, mango milk, matcha milk, pick a thing, right?
You could probably even do like some peppermint near the holidays
Oh, you
or
could
things
totally-
like that. Wouldn't that be
That'd
good?
idea. We should make that.
Yeah.
We'll do that during the holidays,
Yeah.
like maybe even like a chocolate mint.
Yeah.
That would be
I think
really
you're
good.
speaking my daughter's language.
Right? Isn't that good?
Yeah, oh, she would love that.
That's what I love about it. Now, we did go all out on the recipe book, so you'll get a recipe book in the box. You also get a card. We did a specific, like, quick look card, where on the back of that, it gives you all of the base recipes. What do you need to put in it equals this.
Right.
Which button to push, and it's done.
Right.
So it's just quick look like that. But don't let that be the stopping point, right? Do anything and everything that you want to do with
Be
it.
creative.
Be totally creative, And
Yeah.
if you're giving your kids strawberry milk, that it's actually, I don't know, maybe oats and a little bit of water and some fresh strawberries.
Right.
Right?
And I love that you've done this. Like you've been talking about healthy living since I've known you, more than a decade. And to be able to show this now, what you've come up
Thank
with
you.
after all these years and all the hard work you've put into this is just so amazing.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You're just so great.
So we're down to about a minute left for the cashew milk. So I like all of them, but the cashew's my personal favorite.
I love cashews. So nice and buttery and yeah.
And I don't even strain it. I know,
Oh, really?
like, you get a strainer in the box, but if you're making your oat milk, it's probably best to strain it.
Okay.
And of course, don't throw away that pulp.
What do you use that for?
So the pulp, just scoop it out and put it in a little container. Like I made breakfast to-go cookies.
Okay.
So I did oats, dried cranberries, roasted pumpkin seeds, the pulp, and some applesauce. It's ready.
And then
applesauce.
you just kind of roll it
rolled
together?
and baked it in the oven. I think it was
Oh.
like 350 for maybe 20 minutes or something. 'cause
Oh,
they're
yeah.
moist. And then put it in a dry container. and that's your grab and go for the week. You can put it in your smoothies just for that extra pulp and fiber.
Yeah.
Just don't throw it away.
Yeah.
You know, put it in your overnight oats. Just
That sounds
so you
good.
don't use it, don't
I bet
waste
you
it.
could put could you put it in breads or
Oh, yeah, of course.
anything like that?
Muffins,
Maybe in
breads.
your oatmeal in the morning
All of
or
that.
anything.
Just
yeah.
don't throw it away. Just
Yeah.
stick it in something.
I want to download your brain. Tell me all the ways.
Right, all the ways to use oat milk. Okay, so I love cashew milk. That's pretty much my favorite one. I like all of the like sort of salted nuts, like macadamia, hazelnut, and so forth. But if you want to keep them, you know, unroasted, unsalted, then you have that sort of clean cashew flavor. But I like to use the roasted and the salted.
Oh, like a
unsoaked.
combination.
Yeah, like you know, if you guys like buy a bag of cashews.
Yeah, so how do you do this? Do you buy in bulk?
Just buy in bulk. That way it's the cheapest, right? So if you go to a store that has the bulk bins,
Right.
just get little reusable bags or tins or whatever they let you use and buy them in bulk.
And you're probably saving so much on packaging, right?
Holy cow, you're not using plastic packaging. You're not adding that back into the environment, which is a big thing for clean living with Michelle. That's
Right,
one of
because
our
every
big
time you
things.
buy a shelf-stable one, it's a Tetra Pak or something like that you're eventually tossing.
Exactly.
And
So don't do that.
Right.
And then also, it's so much less expensive. If you're buying bulk oats, you can get like a huge 2-pound thing of oats for like $2, $4 in stores.
And you'd
that's
pay more
endless.
than that for a jug of milk in the
$4
grocery
to
store.
$7 to $8,
Right.
depending upon what you're buying.
Right.
And that's one jug, and it's coming in plastic bottles.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you have things sitting in plastic bottles, the plastic microplastics are absorbing into the food and
Sure.
into the drinks.
Yeah.
So you don't want that either.
Well,
right?
that's what's really nice too about the stainless steel
I know
inside
you like
too.
that.
Yeah,
You've
I love that.
always liked that. She's always been very particular about the inside
Right?
of her mug, which
Right.
is very
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
Because it's important. So yeah, you're saving the money. It's pennies on the serving, and you're getting rid of those plastics as best you can in your world. You're not putting them back out into the environment, and you're not ingesting all of those plastics either.
And this is what, 4 cups of
cups.
milk that we just made. How much do you
cups.
think that this costs to make this? Like, how much do you think
Well, I
a
bought
cup of nuts is?
I would say 1 cup of milk, or say, let's just say 1 container of
Yeah.
cashew milk would cost me, because I'm just using a pinch of salt, a little bit of vanilla, and a little bit of cashew and water.
And
of course.
water.
I'd say under $1.
Right.
Because I buy the bulk cashews for all of this.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Insane,
That's
right?
amazing.
So it's really worth the value of buying it. We have it at the lowest price of any on the market. It's the biggest capacity. It does more features,
Right.
and that's why we wanted to do it.
And I mean, it is a huge capacity,
It's
but
huge.
it's not overwhelming
No.
on your counter, which is great. You know, this is not taking up a lot of space, but it can fill a lot in there.
Well, and also, you don't want to make too much because you might not be able to use it in
Right.
3 to 5 days. So
Sure.
it's a perfect amount to be able to use and make sure you have that fresh milk all the time.
Yeah.
So I want you to try the
Okay.
cashew. Do you want me to strain it or not strain it?
I don't know. What do I want? What do you recommend?
I don't strain the cashew.
Okay, let's go
Are you
unstrain
okay with
then.
like a little bit of cashew bit?
Sure.
Maybe. Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. Okay, look how beautiful that is, right?
Yeah, it looks so nice and creamy.
It's so nice and creamy, and that's the one thing I love about cashew milk. Cashew milk replaces heavy whipping cream. It replaces all of those things in your recipes that you need thick milk for. Okay.
That's good.
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
It's just so simple
Yeah,
and clean.
and I like the little bit of vanilla that we put with it.
I like to have a little bit of flavor to it. You don't have to if you're cooking with it, but again, I like just that little, if you're
Yeah.
gonna use it for drinking or.
And this, I would love this in my smoothies in the morning.
Right.
I do a lot of morning smoothies, and to
too,
just be
yeah.
able to make this and put it in there, it's so quick and easy.
You're putting you made your milk, you put your whatever in it, and you make your smoothie all in one place. Okay, so I'm glad you liked this one. Again,
It was really good.
It's good, right?
And it tastes really fresh. Like I'm not drinking all the this and the that
Yeah.
and the everything.
Because you're not.
Right.
It's just not there, and it's not needed. We don't need to do it when you have something like this. So would you use this?
I think I would. Just tell me first though, like, so for me with appliances, I hate cleanup. That's, that detracts me from using
Most people
certain
hate
things.
cleanup,
What
yeah.
do I do to clean this?
Nothing. It's nothing. So you just rinse off your lid. If it gets a lot on it and you just don't want to deal with it, just put this in the dishwasher.
Oh, it's dishwasher
Yeah,
safe.
just put it in the dishwasher.
Okay.
And then just rinse this out under the sink.
Okay.
That's all you do is put the sink water in it, rinse it out. If it needs a little bit of soap and wish it around, that's fine too. And that's all there is to it. You do get like a little brush. We put like a little double-edged brush.
Sure.
If you eventually need to clean out
Just
from
nice
under
and
there.
easy, and then just let it air dry.
And that's it.
Okay, I would use it. If I have to spend all day cleaning something, I'm not going to use it.
I know, I don't want
if
it
it's
either.
so easy that, I mean, we literally dumped 4 things in, pushed 2 buttons.
2 whole buttons.
It was 2 buttons. Waited, did some things, we danced around a little meanwhile, and drank our milk.
And if you make oat milk, it's 2 minutes.
Oh.
So that's like lightning. That's lightning fast.
That's like when you're running late in the morning.
Yes, and you want to.
It's an oat milk kind of a day.
And you're making your coffee creamer. So we did these bottles in 2 different sizes. We did the traditional milk size, and then we did a creamer size, so you can make your own fresh creamer.
Okay.
Because I love creamer. We love our flavors, but they're garbage on the back.
Oh, yeah.
They're awful.
Yeah.
So
and I feel like you can kind of taste that
can. It's got
sometimes
like a
too. It just
back taste.
tastes fake.
It does. It is fake.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Just make your own, and then these little bottles. These are on hsn.com. You can get the bottles
They're
there.
super cute. I
Aren't they
love
fun?
a milk bottle.
I do too.
Like this, you could put flowers in or your oat milk.
And you could do, if you, I don't know, make juices or something. If you do fresh juices, you could get a bunch of these and just keep them in your nice organized refrigerator like that.
And
they
so
fit the
what
door.
we made, will this fill this up?
Yeah, so
then?
let's pour it. Let me show
Okay.
you. Okay. So this is, like I said, it's 4 cups of milk. And this will last you 3 to 5 days in the fridge, unless you use it quicker, of course. If you have kids and you make more recipes and stuff, it'll go faster, but that's what the meal prep is for. Just buy a whole big set of these and make as many as you think you might need. And look at that. And I even poured a little bit out for you.
And there's
already.
nothing left in the bottom.
Nothing, look. See,
It's
look.
just
That's it.
everything is in this bottle.
And it just
all of
rinses out.
that
You can
whole
see.
cup of nuts that we use
Yeah.
is all in this bottle.
And I'm going to rinse
That's
it for
amazing.
you. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll just go right here next to the sink real quick. I'll show you real fast. That's all there is to it. I just rinse it out and it's clean. And then that's it. So the lid is a nice metal sealable lid. If you have glass bottles at home, make sure the lid seals. Just use those if you want.
And look, it doesn't leak.
Nope, no leaking.
Yeah, I
Isn't
love it.
So fun. This goes in your fridge. Like I said, use it within 5 days. It doesn't have the bad stuff in it. And just be creative.
Yeah.
Just come up with all kinds of
I think
fun
that's
things.
the really fun part about it is you can do, it's so easy and so simple, yet you can do so many things.
Oh, and you know what? It's going to be ice cream season.
Oh.
And a lot of people don't get to participate in ice cream season because
Yeah.
they're lactose intolerant.
Right.
And when you go to buy the ice creams that are plant-based in the store, again, they have a bunch of junk in them that you don't want, and they are astronomically priced. Use this type of milk as your base for your ice cream.
Oh, that sounds
and make
really
it at
fun.
home.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yay, thank you for having me over. This was fun. Okay, yeah, download all your brain, show me all your stuff, make me so healthy.
We'll go back and do all kinds of recipes
Okay.
and stuff. I guess she literally lives 3 days. See you next time.